Welcome to Once Upon a Couch. Grace here, and today is day 7 of the T3 Tip Top Toned Arms Challenge. Hopefully you rested well yesterday. Today we'll be following the routine from day 2, but giving more advanced modifications a try. We'll be featuring the following artists. Comment below if you like any of these songs or artists and would like to see more of their work. Let's get started. Let's begin by crossing our arms over our body, interchanging which arm is on top, and stepping side to side. Up next we have arm rotation. So start small with this one, drawing small circles to begin with, and slowly expanding that radius. Moving on to a chest stretch. Reach back, turn your torso until you feel a stretch in the chest. Switch sides. Let's warm up the full body with a march in place. Or you can do as I do with a jog in place, but if you're looking for a more low impact version, then keep contact with the floor with at least one foot at all times. The movement will be slower, but you can increase the intensity by raising that knee up higher to hip height and moving those arms. Up next we have high knee jacks. Stand tall, engage your core, draw a nice big circle with your arms. Raise one knee at a time to hip height and tap beneath your thigh. Three, two, one. Let's move on to a forearm press. Press those hands and forearms together, engaging that chest and upper body. Find a small vertical range in movement. Warm-up complete. Keep your heart rate up during the break with a side-to-side step or a boxer shuffle. Up next we have wall push-ups. Stand with your feet about hip width apart, standing about 2 feet from a wall with your arms straight out in front of you. Your palms should be on the wall at about shoulder level height and shoulder width apart, with fingers pointing towards the ceiling. Ensure that your back stays straight. You can assist this by engaging your core, making the movement slow and controlled. Seconds left. And rest. March in place. Up next we have a plank. So to begin with, you can start on your knees and toes. But about halfway through, we want to bring those knees up off the ground so that we're just on our forearms and toes. With your elbows just below your shoulders, we want to engage the core, tuck the pelvis slightly, keeping the knees and feet about hip width apart. If you're comfortable with a more advanced version, let's lift up off our knees. Seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest back on your heels. Up next we have a side plank. So similar to the standard plank, you can begin on your knees and forearm and then transition up onto your toes. We want the elbow directly under the shoulder. Keep a straight line from the shoulders to the feet. Don't let that pelvis sink back or forward. Let's lift up off our knees. You can stack your feet for a more advanced version, or you can stagger them. The further apart those feet are, the easier this move will be. We've got 20 seconds left. For the last 10 seconds, let's lower down to a knee and dip our hip to the ground and then back up to the ceiling, engaging those obliques. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's move on to the other side. You can begin on your knees for this one. Whatever you did for the other side, repeat the same for this. So placing that elbow directly below the shoulder, keep a straight line from the shoulder to the heels. Engage your core. Don't let that hip droop. Seconds left. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, for the last 10 seconds, let's lower to a knee, dipping our hip down to the floor and raising up to the ceiling. And we're done. For our last move today, we have a 2-minute plank circuit. If you're up for it, let's see if we can manage through the full 2 minutes on our toes and forearms. Starting in the standard position, get in position, and begin. Engaging the core, tuck the pelvis, make sure the elbow is right below the shoulder. Five seconds left. Rotate to a side. You can stack the heels here or stagger one in front of the other to make it a bit easier. Go through the body checklist to ensure you have proper form. Five seconds left. Let's switch back to the standard center position, keeping a nice line from the shoulder down to the heels. Engage your core. Five seconds left. All right, and rotate onto the other arm. I'm just going to go to the other end of the mat so that I'm still facing the camera. You're doing great. We're almost done. Keep breathing. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Now for the cool down and stretch. Let's begin with a downward dog. So we're on our hands and toes, letting our head relax down, feeling a nice stretch in the calves. Switching to a cobra, slowly lowering to the ground. Use your hands to prop yourself up, keeping your hips connected to the floor. Push your shoulders down, press into the floor, extending through the neck, and hold. Looking straight ahead, you can stretch your neck slightly, getting a nice stretch in the chest and abdominal, and nice extension in the lower back. This also stretches the hip flexors a bit and takes off some of the pressure from the front of the spine. And again, if you don't have a lot of flexibility in your back, the half Cobra, where you're off your forearms, will do the trick. When you're ready, let's stretch out our wrists. Turn your fingertips facing towards you. Plant those hands firmly on the ground, feeling a nice stretch in the wrist and along the forearm. Let's rotate our hands in the other direction, pointing our fingers to the wall in front of us. We do these wrist exercises to prep us for more advanced versions of the plank and hardcore computer gaming. No, I'm just joking. A more advanced plank is up on our hands instead of elbows, and having the wrist mobility is going to come in handy for that. All right, up next, sit back onto your heels. Holding your hands straight out in front of you, we have the imaginary motorcycle. So sticking your palms straight out, we want to rotate our wrists down, and as we do, make a fist with your hand, and then slowly rotate your hand back up while opening your palm. Next we have cat-cow. Let's switch to the cat-cow on your hands and knees. And with that, we're done day 7. You can relax back into a child's pose, or TGTF. Reach those hands out in front of you, relax your head down. Comment below and let me know how you like day 7. Are you having an easier time with the movements than in day 2? Drink plenty of water and eat protein like chicken, fish, or tofu to help your body recover. And before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for day 8.